Everest conquered, the New Zealander Edmund Hillary got his first mail and congratulatory telegrams from George Lowe, a fellow countryman and expedition colleague. Thus, 35 miles from Kathmandu, capital of Nepal, Hillary and Tenzing were welcomed and congratulated by their fellow members of the expedition.
And what a bewildering experience it must all be for the Sherpa Tenzing, to be carried from a remote mountain village and plunged into a welter of official receptions and speeches. Tenzing brought the family along to share in the excitements, but for all of them the ordeal wasn't over. For now came the inevitable questioning about that moment of near disaster when Tenzing's presence of mind saved his friend and colleague from a fatal fall.
Tenzing and I had been climbing together a good deal, and I think we've become a fairly happy pair. And this was just one example of how a pair roped together are a unit, and how one is always protecting the other. I was leading down the icefall, and when I was crossing a crevasse, a large lump of ice gave way on which I was standing, and I set off down a crevasse. Well, Tenzing, who was following, had the rope tight in a very short time and pulled me up, so I didn't go very far.
And how did Tenzing feel up there on top of the world?
He's very happy.
One eye. Down. Hold it. Hold. Up. Down, hold there. Up. How many?
Reporting day at HMI. Trainees starts arriving at HMI from all corners of the world. Trainees have to finish the official documentation before entering hostel.
Hostel quartermaster allocate rooms and issues items like bedsheets, cup, spoon and blanket. There are two separate hostels, one for the boys and other for the girls. Rooms in are clean with attached bathroom, geyser and individual drawers. Even with high scarcity of water in Darjeeling, institutes provide 24-hour running water.
Himalayan Mountaineering Institute.
Evening, hostel quartermaster welcome and briefs the trainees about the institute.
Principal, Group Captain Jack Kisan, Sasodia, where all HMI Itati तरफ से आप सभी का 28 days जितने दिन हमारे साथ रहते हैं उतने दिन हंसते खेलते वह जिस प्रकार से आप अभी खड़े हैं मुस्कुरा रहे हैं उसी तरह से मुस्कुराते रहें। बॉयज हॉस्टल के अंदर नोटिस बोर्ड है। गर्ल्स अपने नोटिस बोर्ड के ऊपर ही अपना सुबह का जो दिनचर्या है, कल की ट्रेनिंग क्या है क्या नहीं है उसके ऊपर देख सकते हैं। सेम बॉयज हॉस्टल के अंदर नोटिस बोर्ड है, उसमें देख सकते हैं।
Morning 6 a.m.
Every morning before sun rises, trainees are taken for physical training. Most of the trainees arrive at the institute in poor shape and unprepared for the high altitude training. To make them ready for the high altitude activities, trainees are made to run 5 kilometers daily on an incline road without any rest.
Move! Faster! Come on!
Once trainees are back in institute, they have to do exercises such as push-ups, squats, planks, crunches, etc. The rigorous training will strengthen muscles and lungs, thereby boosting trainees' physical stamina.
How many of gym freaks? How many go to gym? कौन gym जाते हैं? Okay. We do endurance run. We do all kind of stunt. How many of you are coming first time to mountains? First time mountains. You all have been to mountains? Yes. Up to what height? 14,000 feet? Oh, that's great. No, women empowerment, 16,000 feet. 20,000. The mountains are different. At times, your physical condition doesn't support you.
After the tiring morning physical training, healthy breakfasts are served for the trainees.
तो कभी आपको भेजेंगे थोड़ा नहीं लगेगा.
Lakpa Sherpa, chief instructor of Himalayan Mountaineering Institute, who is also the course director of Basic Mountaineering course, welcomes and briefs the trainees about the course.
अभी क्या है, इसका नाम क्या है अभी? Himalayan Mountaineering Institute. एवरेज करने के बाद जब इंस्टीट्यूट 1954 में जब यहाँ इंस्टीट्यूट HMI हिमालयन माउंटेनियरिंग जब दार्जिलिंग में खोला, उसके बाद में जितने भी इंस्ट्रक्टर्स था सबको न्यूजीलैंड में जाके क्या है उसको वहाँ पर क्या है ट्रेनिंग हुआ था, जो ओल्ड इंस्ट्रक्टर्स जो पुराने लोग थे, समझ आ रहे हैं. कोर्स के दौरान में आपको क्या करना है, आपको डिसिप्लिन फॉलो, यहाँ हम सिर्फ आपको माउंटेनियरिंग कोर्स करा सकते हैं. और ट्रेनिंग जो है आपके ऊपर में इंटरेस्ट होना चाहिए. ट्रेनिंग हमारे ऊपर में नहीं, हम ऑलरेडी माउंटेनियर है. हमारा काम है आपको अच्छे से अच्छे माउंटेनियर बनाना है.
Trainees are divided into ropes. A rope is a group of trainees. Each rope is then assigned a rope instructor and a rope leader, who is one of the trainees within the rope. The rope works together and stays together till the end of the course.
Opening address by Principal HMI. Group Captain J. Kishan took over the charge of Principal HMI on the 17th of December 2018. Group Captain J. Kishan commissioned into Indian Air Force in June 1996. He is an alumni of HMI. He successfully completed his basic and advanced course from HMI in year 2001 and 2002 respectively.
At HMI we have various sections to facilitate training and to look after you. We have Adam section which look after your documentation part. We have account section so that we can generate revenue from you. We have training section, our prime section to look after training and to make you to achieve your dreams, to reach your destination for what you have come here. We have museum. Museum is part of us because we have a legacy and we have a legend and we have the history, rich history. A lot of equipments been kept in a museum which will inspire you to get into mountaineering, get into CS mountaineering. And of course, to provide medical support, we have medical inspection room headed by Captain Fasid from Indian Army. We have equipment wing
We have the best world-class equipment with us. To become mountaineer, it's only and only your efforts. I can put best of instructor with you. I can give best of class, world-class equipment to you. But until unless you prove your worth, you cannot get it. When I say right time, time is given to you, place is known to you, be there 5 minutes before your instructors arrive.
Hostel Quartermaster Subir Devi Singh briefs the trainees about the rules and regulations of hostel.
किसी भी साहिबान को किसी भी समय किसी भी प्रकार की दिक्कत आती है, आप मुझे डायरेक्ट संपर्क कर सकते हैं। वैसे संपर्क करने के लिए आपके नोटिस बोर्ड के अंदर मेरा कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर लगा हुआ है। आप मुझे 24 घंटे कॉल कर सकते हैं। वैसे में 24 घंटे के अंदर 18 से 20 घंटे आप लोगों के साथ रहूंगा।
Subir Major Naresh Kumar, Office Superintendent of Darjeeling, who looks after the administration, briefs about the sections of Institute.
The organization of the institute is various department: training section, administration section, quartermaster, procurement section, and campus superintendent sections. Another is the account section. Account section is headed by the account officer, who is also from defense account department, and he has 3 to 4 clerks to perform his duties. Museum section comes under curator, who is looking after all the works being done in the museum that are looked by the curators.
HMI was set up in 1954 after a successful expedition to Mount Everest in year 1953, where our legend Tenzing Norway along with Admiral Hillary made it to summit of Mount Everest. And this is the 65th year of our glorious services to our nation. HMI instructor have put the national flag on top of Mount Everest 2 times. We have successfully climbed Mount Makalu. We have put our national flag on Mount Aconcagua, which is the highest peak of Southern American continent. And in years to come, we are going to make it happen that we put Indian flag and HMI flag on the highest peak of all the continents, starting with the Elbrus in Eurasian continent by this August, and subsequently we'll try to put our footstep on South Pole in Antarctica. At Himalayan Mountaineering Institute, we are conducting various types of mountaineering courses and adventure activities, starting with the basic course for which the duration is 28 days. In this 28 days, we conduct about a 1-week training at HMI Darjeeling itself, and thereafter close to 14 to 16 days, the trainees spent their time and the training period at Sikkim area at our base camp in Chori Khang at a height of 14,600 feet. Those trainees who successfully get their alpha grading in basic course, they are promoted for advanced courses, and during advanced course again they underwent 28 days of training. The trainees who qualified and successfully completed their course, they pass out and they earn their certificate, and during basic course they earn their most deserved ISEX. We do conduct their interview to take their feedback. Our president is the Defense Minister of India, and the Vice President of the Institute is the Chief Minister of West Bengal government. On field at HMI, the institute is headed by a principal who is a colonel, or as present I am Group Captain Jai Kishan, deputed from Ministry of Defense, and we have additional deputation staff to run day-to-day activities and organize in a systematic way the training pattern, the follow-up action, then maintain our base camp, the changes and the infrastructure requirement. Everything is taken care by our all staff. Basically, we took this interview with the trainees just to get the first-hand information and their experience of personal difficulty faced by them in high altitude, that is our base camp, or during the complete duration of their training. We take their valuable suggestion to improve upon, and if some changes are required, like the food quality, the hygiene condition, or the equipment need to be changed. So this interview is very valuable. when we discuss with them, they come out openly, they come out, and within our limitation, we try to provide the best and always look forward to improve our training faculty.
In HMI there are two technical equipment stores, Jill Memorial Fund Store and Course Store. Equipment from Course Store are provided to trainees who come to the Institute for training. To facilitate teams from both India and abroad who come to this region for mountaineering, the Institute provides technical equipment from the Jill Memorial Fund Store on nominal hire charges. Equipment are being issued, items like rucksack, sleeping bags, mattress with technical items like ISEX, harness, carabiner and other needful items during training are being issued.
ये आप अपना जो भी डर्ट्स होगा इसमें लेके आना पड़ेगा ऊपर से यहाँ पर से ना so rest of you चलो भाइयों go and come down slowly don't rush
The first lecture was of course is on ropes and knots. The instructor stressed that a rope is a lifeline for a mountaineer and went on explaining the evolution of ropes.
Double the rope, full 360 again, like thumb knot. When you make thumb knot, you do 360, full circle. Same with the double now. Make it from loop side. मैंने बताया आपको, you are using 50 meters of rope. Okay, so don't put the end like this. It's not possible. अब मैं वो end डाल सकता हूँ इधर? No. So always you just go from the loop side. अभी this is like a thumb knot, but you are making with the double rope. Okay? So this is called overhand knot.
Sure, sir. फॉलो करने का इस तरफ नहीं खींचना आपको, यहाँ से बाहर की तरफ निकालना, आउट करना.
Thumb knot.
Running hand is here. Straight. Don't stress too much. Okay? And then take it from front. Just leave it here only. And then just the running hand, put it to the back. Just hold it here, and then you have to pull this one. But the thumb, it has to be like the knot. It has to be on your thumb only, right? Now taking the wrist. Now take it around.
Hand and this thing, rope. Pull. Ah, okay. Wait. But this is loose, huh? It is supposed to be a bit tight. Okay, so I told you to keep some extra rope. So with this, you are going to make a safety thumb knot. Got it?
The first rule of knots is they are easy to learn and easy to forget. Trainees practices the rope knot entire afternoon.
Nick, come on.
It's perfect. What are you talking about?
You didn't get it.
Here on advanced course, trainees are doing the revision of knots and learning new advanced knots.
And then same Puda, thumb knot and safety knot. This is a figure of 8. ये क्या है? Knot. इसमें बना दो आप नागा knot and leaf. ये खुलेगा नहीं, है ना? But each क्या है? खुल जाएगा.
In the evening, medical test is done by medical officer. During the test, doctor check blood pressure, pulse, body weight and declared if trainees are fit or not.
Where are you from?
Australia.
Okay, you don't have any more medical problem with it? Any
No.
stomachal? Recently you had any problem?
No.
No. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am, thank you, you can hear.
Okay.
The students who have come for mountaineering courses, the day after reporting will be sent to the medical officer of HMI for medical examination. After the students applying for mountaineering course in HMI, they have to download medical form from the HMI website and they have to meet a qualified doctor and all the checkup should be done and it should be given medical fitness certificate by the same doctor. The medical fitness certificate is important because the student should be mentally and physically fit to do the course and to trek to the base camp, which is 14,000 feet, and do the mountaineering course there. Medical inspection room consists of the cabin for the doctor, and followed by we have a observation cum emergency room, and followed by we have the pharmacy. After reporting to the HMI, second checkup is done by the HMI medical officer, and during examination we check the height, weight, BP, pulse and all the vital systems of the body, and make sure that the student is physically fit to trek to the base camp for doing the mountaineering course.
In the evening, trainees watch movies on mountaineering.
Just as Jadung means the dung or the mountain of the giants.
And let's start. We breathe now. From here onwards, we tighten our legs, butt tight. 1, 2.
Every alternative day, trainees practice yoga in the morning.
1, 2.
After the breakfast, trainees head towards Tenzing Rock.
Course reached Tenzing Rock. Trainees have to wear harness and tie their knots themselves, which they have learned. Instructor brief trainees about principles of rock climbing.
Lecture and demonstration on rock climbing and rappelling is given by instructors. Later, trainees practice rock climbing and rappelling.
Side and start hopping. Come to the edge, and then once you reach there on the flat surface. Okay, so now start hopping with the flat foot. Lean back, flat foot. Up, yes, up. Not jump, up, one by one. Shift your leg one by one. Okay? Pura flat foot लगाइए, not on your toes. Flat foot. Once you reach overhead, stop, bend your knees, push back, and then jump. And make your hip.
Trainees are also learning about chimney climbing. The basic principle is to span the chimney somehow with the body, using counterforce to keep from falling. Observation of the route, keeping balance and conservation of energy are the three principles of rock climbing which trainees have to follow during training.
Nice. Give the pressure on your right leg. Very good, nice. And sit back. Drop down.
first experience. I learned the rappelling for the first time, and I was a bit nervous, but yeah, it was a wonderful experience. I knew now how I am supposed to rappel technically.
It's challenging because I have blisters on my toes, but it's good that I'm not I had good instructions.
जति जस्तै हामी माउन्टेनहरूमा पाहाडमा जान्छ नि हामीलाई चाहिँ झर्नको लागि जति पनि टेक्निकहरू सिकाउनु पर्छ राम्रो सिकाउनु पर्छ हामीलाई त्यो कारणले हामी पनि अब माउन्टेनमा गएर एउटा सक्षम बन्नको लागि हामी तयार छौँ र माउन्टेनमा गएर हामी झर्नको लागि सक्षम गर्ने कन्डिसनमा भयो इन्स्ट्रक्टर सरहरू निकै राम्रो सिकाउनु पर्छ म चाहिँ अहिले इन्डियन आर्मी छु भोलन्टियर गोर्खा रेजिमेन्टको मैले अब यहाँ कोर्स गर्नको लागि मैले आज 10 दिन भयो 10 दिनसम्म धेरै कुराहरू सिकिसकेँ जति पनि अब माउन्टेन एरियामा चढ्नुको लागि कसरी चढ्नु कुन टेक्निकहरू गर्दा राम्रो हुन्छ र झर्दाखेरि कसरी झर्नु ऱ्यापिङ गर्नु र माउन्टेनको लागि हामी जति पनि युज गर्छ इक्विपमेन्टहरूको बारेमा सबै कुराहरू हामीलाई थाहा भइसक्यो हामीलाई जानकारी दिनुभयो हामी सक्षम भइसकेको छ
आजसम्म चाहिँ हाम्रो 7 डेज भइसक्यो तेन्जिरकमा योपालि दार्जिलिङमा चाहिँ वेदर राम्रो नभएको कारणले पानी परेको कारणले चाहिँ हामीले अब आज 7 डेज भइसक्यो अब 8 डेजको बादमा चाहिँ हामी भोलि पनि तेन्जिरकमा आउँछौँ अनि 8 डेजको बादमा 9 डेजमा चाहिँ हामी सिक्किम वेस्ट सिक्किममा हाम्रो जुन चाहिँ चौरीखाङ एरिया छ त्यो एरियामा चाहिँ हामीले ट्रेनिङ लगेर जान्छौँ 14,600 हाइटमा
On Gombe Rock, Search and Rescue Course is doing rescue practice.
The course is designed for those who aspire to be members of a search and rescue team, lead wilderness trips, learn risk management and assist rock, ice and snow rescue.
Afternoon lectures are given by the training faculty.
Having some fluid collection, some food, okay, even someone can have a broken tooth, it is going in and updating, okay?
So you can say that this is a kind of dictionary to the mountaineers, okay? Even sometimes if you look meaning in dictionary also you won't find the meaning. So jitna bhi mountaineer hai world mein, so these are the common word, okay, which is spoken among the mountaineers. Clear?
Cool. Very now. And insulating fields down and synthetic field. Synthetic fields is all of it of polyester.
outer का polyester होता है.
Yes.
ये वो करेगा. दूसरा तीसरा है.
Solo master.
ये तो आप member का बात हो गया है ना. तीसरा है you can send your certificate to IMF. Okay, and then wait for call.
During free time, trainees enjoy a leisure time in HMI restaurant which is located at HMI campus. They can pay and order food they like.
Post attention. Please carry the rucksacks. Carry.
Early morning trainees are leaving for trek to Tiger Hill.
Okay, stand over here. Post attention. Yes, sir.
It is 12 kilometers one way till Tiger Hill.
Trek to Tiger Hill starts from HMI via Chaurastu and passes through Tunsung and Alubari village. The road from the village meets the hill cart road at Jaw Bungalow, which ascends and meets Tiger Hills.
briefing of the surrounding is given by one of the instructor. If clear weather, one can see Sikkim Himalayas, Nepal Himalayas and Bhutan Himalayas all together from Tiger Hill.
Tiger Hill is most famous for its splendid sights of sunrise from where you can see the peaks of Kanchenjunga illuminate before the sun is seen at lower elevations.
Wildlife sanctuary. In old days, this area used to be a golf course when the Britishers were in India. So they used to come here to play the golf. Okay? So you could see the world highest mountain. Everest is this side. Was my right? You could see Makalu, Everest and Lucy from here.
After the briefing on surrounding, trainees head back to Institute.
Next day, trainees are taken to Pondam Tea Garden track. This is a sort of endurance test.
It's a physical fitness test cum selection for base camp with full load via Pandam Tea Estate. Trails of this trek goes through ups and down of world famous Darjeeling tea and trainees have to arrive in Institute before given time.
Instructor checks weight and timing of the trainees once they are back in the institute.
Time is guys. Tell me your name and the rope number.
Suraj Roy, rope number 2.
Rope number 2. Next. Rope number 5.
Yes, sir.
1.
In the afternoon, instructor gives lecture and demonstration about sports climbing. HMI have 2 climbing walls. When half of the course practice in indoor wall, other group practice sports climbing in outdoor wall.
Very good, very good.
Last day before leaving for HMI base camp, it's outing day. Trainees are allowed today to visit Darjeeling town and do shopping and other needful things before leaving for base camp. Fall in the evening, some trainees are late and they are being punished.